Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Cairnsology. Today we're going to be looking at Cairns and the far north's mineral wealth and how it could be the iPhone capital of the world. I was very interested to stumble across this article from the USGS, US Geological Survey, about the amount of minerals that you find in a typical phone, Android or iPhone. And it really got me thinking, further this map, that a lot of these phones are made in China, but many of the minerals come from around the world. But it really got me thinking about Australia, North Queensland, and particularly the Cairns area. It really could be the critical mineral capital of the world, with so many of these minerals all surrounded in our backyard. So I thought I'd set a challenge. How many minerals could I make, could I find to make an iPhone within 600 kilometers of Cairns? But before we get into looking through all these mine sites, mineral occurrences, I want to make a disclaimer. Obviously, these minerals are buried under very valuable land, traditional, environmental, and farming. This is purely just a desktop study of what could be, but not what should be. So let's get into it. Let's measure out 600 kilometers from Cairns. So grab my magic wand. Almost a weeper. Make it about there. And now let's make a circle to about there. So that's our search radius. Right, now to explain what all these dots are. So each of them are either a mine site or a mineral occurrence. Now, mineral does not mean petroleum or coal, it's purely just minerals. So first of all, we'll look at all the operating mine sites in the area. There they are. And then we'll go and have a look at all the mineral occurrences. There or they are. I've just brought up the legend here to show you what all the different colors mean. So we've got everything from gold and copper right down to feldspar and magnesite. So lots of different occurrences in the far north Queensland area. Uh, but you'll see there's quite a few different ones focused around Cairns. I'll point out at this time as well, this is a Queensland government uh, open information data set on all the mineral occurrences and mine sites from around Queensland. So back to our USGS document, and we're going to go and have a look at the first commodity. So the first one on the list is silica. And back to our map of all our mine sites and mineral occurrences, and we'll just put a filter on here for all the silica sands. And we've put our filter on, so we can see a number of silica sand operating mine sites and also mineral occurrences. So the biggest one is up here at Cape Flattery, which is a non-operating mine site as we speak. It's a world-class deposit for silica sand. We can have a look in here, Cape Flattery. And we can see the size of this is about 2.5 million tons of silica sand, so pretty significant. The next commodity we need for our iPhone is tin. And outside of Cairns, it's got a very significant mining history of mining tin up around Herberton area. So we'll take our silica sand off and we'll put tin on. Okay, that filter's gone on now. And we can see here the Cairns area, Atherton Tablelands further out west, very blessed with lots of tin occurrences. So we'll go in and zoom in on some of the operating mines. So clicking on this one here, active mine site. Oh, I've clicked on the wrong one. This one here. General Gordon. It's obviously very close to Ravenshoe. Operating mine. Looks like a bit of a smaller deposit though. 100 to 1,000 tons of tin. And back to the USGS sheet. The next one is bauxite. So it looks like that goes into LEDs, but also I would have thought it'd go into the aluminium casing on the back and the main structure of iPhones as well. So let's go and have a look at bauxite. And we'll just turn our tin filter off. So there are some smaller bauxite deposits just south of Cairns around Innisfail, but obviously Weipa's a world-class, renowned bauxite, not only occurrence, but also operating mine sites. You're going to have to cut me some slack on this one. Technically, it's outside, but Amron here, this is a world-class deposit. So Amron mine site, how many thousand tons? More than 200,000, 200 million tons of bauxite just outside of that 600-kilometre mark. Pretty impressive deposit. Our next cab off the rank is sphalerite. So it looks like that can be used in the screen's conductive coating, used in displays and LEDs. So sphalerite comes with zinc, and Queensland's full of zinc. So turning off our bauxite filter. Okay, so we've turned our zinc on, and we're going to zoom in here to Mount Garnet. So it's a small zinc mine, 200 to 200,000 tons. And it's only about 100 kilometres as the crow flies from Cairns port. Righto, we're out of the display and now we're looking at the electronics and circuitry. And the next one we're looking at is copper. So copper conducts electricity, heat, and comes from the source mineral of chalcopyrite. And turning off our zinc and turning on the copper. Righto, we've got our copper occurrences and mine sites. Special apology to the world-class copper deposits out of Mount Isa, but we're going to go something local. It's a very small deposit by the looks. So we'll click on here. Carbonate Creek, just west of Cairns, and it is very small. It's less than 500 tons, but still counts because it's in the ring. The next one is tetrahydrite. So it's associated with silver. It looks like it's been used to silver-based inks on composite boards create electrical pathways through the device. So let's go and have a look at our silver mines through the area. And turning off the copper and turning on the silver. So turning on the silver layer, and I think we're done here. I think we're done. We've got lots of occurrences of silver around Cairns, but the Mount Isa area obviously has a couple of active silver mine sites. So we could technically, from these occurrences, we can count them, but currently there's no operating silver mines within 600 kilometres of Cairns. As it's listed here, silicon is very abundant in the Earth's crust. But finding quartz deposits, quartz rock, as opposed to quartz in the sand, is a little bit trickier. So let's have a look at the quartz deposits. And few and far between on the listed occurrences here in North Queensland. Again, Mount Isa, we should have included you. So there is a small operating mine site by the looks out south of Mount Isa, but it's a very small deposit. Our next one is arsenopyrite to make arsenic, which is used in the radio frequency and power amplifiers in the phones. Now, this one's a bit of a stretch, so it is associated with cobalt in North Queensland. So I'm going to have a look to see what cobalt prospects there are in North Queensland. And there aren't many. There's a few sort of prospective areas, but no sort of known quantities or uh, existing mine sites that are currently operating. So very small. It is still within our radius. However, it's probably not prospective really. Tantalite is a mineral that goes into the capacitors to regulate voltage, improve audio quality of a device. Now, going by this database, there is no tantalite deposits or operating mine sites in Queensland. There are in Western Australia. However, from what I've read, there are some prospective areas in sort of northwestern Queensland. So unfortunately, nothing visual to show you on this one. Wolframite or tungsten is used as a heat shrink and provides the mass of the mobile phone vibration. Queensland's actually, or North Queensland is very lucky to have so much wolframite around. The area is filled with it, all around Cairns. Very lucky. And there is a operating mine site. Mount Carbine. So I believe that it has been operational and shut down for a period of time and is now about to restart operations again. So it's a known tungsten supply for the world. Now we're looking at the battery of the iPhone. So spodumene they make lithium batteries or ion batteries out of the product. Now this is a bit of a recent discovery in North Queensland. It's not featured on the Queensland database that I've been showing, but just Googling. So it looks like there was a deposit, or at least a target, sort of found 400 kilometres southwest of Cairns, sort of around the Georgetown area, North Queensland. So watch this space. Queensland, along with West Australia, could be the leaders of spodumene mining in Australia. The next one we're going to look at is graphite. So it's used in the anodes of the lithium-ion batteries because electrical and thermal conductivity. So a little bit like spodumene in North Queensland. It's a bit of a prospective area with no known quantities or no operating mine sites. This is one I just found. It's just outside of our 600k circle, just around the Mount Isa region. So a small graphite project. So the last one we're looking at is bastnasite. So it's part of these rare earth elements, and it goes into producing magnets and speakers and microphones. So looking at our map, very blank for rare earth. It's a very merging space currently. There are rare earths that exist in a lot of different material types. They really aren't that rare. We can find them in granites, sands, all sorts of places, but it's an emerging space, and there will be quantities of rare earths in North Queensland somewhere. So have we achieved our iPhone minerals within the 600k radius? Sort of. If we draw our line that goes around Weeper, around there somewhere, and we'll include all Mount Isa and around there, we've sort of set out to achieve all the minerals of an iPhone. Maybe if we expanded it out to 700 meters, it'd be even more prospective. As you can see from this study, though, there's a few exciting sort of frontiers in the lithium and the rare earth through Queensland to shore up this argument. But I just want to reiterate that North Queensland really is a very special place. Cairns could be the critical mineral capital of Australia. Thanks for watching another episode of Cairnsology. We'll see you on the next journey.